Paul, not the start you wanted for your first home game, but we had chances, but it just wasn't to be today again.
Well, we had a lot of the ball. Maybe would have liked their goalkeeper to make more saves, to be honest with you. And the one really good chance we had in the second half, their keepers made a good save from Stevie Garrett. But as I say, we started again a bit tentatively. We're a wee bit agey. It's no fault of the players. I think it's just the coming to terms of what they're doing at the minute. They're making. I'm happy enough with their effort. In fairness, as I say, couldn't fault it today. They got around the play, and on this good pitch that we've got here, they tried to play football. It's just we were met by a very determined Newington team who defended for their lives and do what they do best. And as I say, fair play them. They got the result that they wanted today.
Before at the warm-up today, Ryan Dean's sort of went with the warm-up. Any update on him? Was he okay, or what's the situation around?
No, I think he's done a wee bit of his groin, hip flexor, I think. So we had to make a change straight away. And young Charlie Dornan came on, he was excellent. In fairness, I was really pleased with him. He really kept the play ticking over, and he done his best on there for first game. And he's only had a week's training as well because he missed a week before. So I was pleased with him. But no, hopefully Deansy, it's not too serious because it's an area where we're a wee bit light. So hopefully he'll be alright.
Now, you made a few changes in the second half. Big Rico come on, substitute, and return of Matthew, which is a big bonus for yourself as well. Obviously having Matthew back, because you're probably yourself and his experience. He's a goal scorer. We spoke to him earlier on today, and he's obviously buzzing to get back. Unfortunately, the result wasn't our way today. But would you say the second half was a better performance than the first half of it today?
First half,
more chances.
First half was okay. First 15 minutes we were edgy again. That's when they got their goal, and then they had a second chance where they had young Sam's made a good save, but. Second half much better. In fairness, they sat in, they were happy. Now, if we had got a goal, I've spot some maybes. I think it would have been a different game. But I can't fault the effort of the players. Their honesty is there, their commitment is there, their effort is there. The only thing we just need now is just a wee bit of sophistication around the final pass and the final cross, and it's a bit rushed. And now, if I'm to be honest, we haven't done anything like that yet. So we'll start that this week. In terms of first 4 sessions was to get to know the players, get the shape, get the understanding of the shape. Now we have to have. Our shape was good today. In transition, we could be a wee bit better. When the play turns over, we get quicker around the ball, but that takes time. But as I say, in possession, we were decent, kept a decent balance in the team. The forward momentum was good, but as I say, we just didn't get through that block.
Okay. Now, obviously been with the boys 2 weeks now, 2.5 weeks. I mean, have you sort of figured out now sort of what positions we sort of need to work on? Because I mean, obviously the last few weeks we've obviously had a few games that sort of haven't went our way, or we've lost in the last minute or whatever. Have you sort of got that sort of idea after the first couple of weeks with the boys?
Well, we lost by the odd goal last week. Good second half performance. Lost the first half last week, won the second half. Unfortunately, we've lost the both halves this week, but I've got a good idea what the players are about now. We are top heavy in certain positions. We do need some more legs, if I'm to be honest with you, and that normally comes with fitness stroke youth. So I went to watch the 20s today against Undella, and there's a couple of players come under contention there now as well. Maybe 1 or 2 maybe actually may have been involved today, but we decided to put them down there and get a look at them in match action. But a good idea about the squad. I'm going to work the squad as best I can. I've told them and I've promised them that, and that's what we'll do. The plan is to make them as the best versions of themselves as they can be, and then obviously going on to Christmas time, we have to see where we're at in the table, what the results are, how the results have shaped up, and then we decide then coming into December what's the next steps in terms of recruitment, and that's where really we're at the moment. But as I say, I can't fault the players today.
Now, you touched on youth there briefly, the 21s you're watching today. I mean, that's another good headache to have, because there's a lot of young lads who we've seen on Welders TV and obviously playing in the first team briefly over the season so far. That's a good headache to have. Would you agree with that? Because obviously there's a lot of good potential down there in that 20 squad, because Mark has been working very hard with them to develop them into good players.
Mark and Keith have done a great job. They're a good group of players. They're good commitment at club. I like that today about the way they went about their business. It was a good game down at Vulgar, plenty of effort, obviously typical derby. Maybe football was not at a premium at times, but there's players on there I think would do well in our environment, so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to kick them on, push them on, and hopefully they make a good impression, and there's no reason why they can't be playing first team.
And finally, before I go today, big 6-pointer next week, Derby, bottom of the table, Clyde. Would you say would that be a must win next week at home?
Well, it's a game. Listen, the games are there's plenty of games left, but the reality is we need points on the board. We need to also keep doing what we're doing. working as we're working. The players have been decent, but their confidence needs to be boosted by goals, by performances. First goal, second, and then obviously ones. Now the performance today was okay, it was fine, it was good. That's what we asked of them. We controlled a lot of the game, but we didn't get any goals. So you don't get goals, you don't win matches, and they got the goal that they needed. But as I said, we need to get goals and points on the board ASAP.